Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you may tell, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to do a voiceover. So I've never done one of these before, so let's just see how it goes. So today's video is going to be a kind of like get ready with me. So the day I was filming, I'm off to the Benefit Cosmetics event. So here I'm just partitioning my fringe, getting it out of the way so that I can actually curl this bit of hair. But first of all, I'm going to be putting on my Charlotte Tilbury dry sheet mask. This is a bit different, so it is a dry mask. It's not wet at all, and you can actually reuse it 3 times. It does make you look like a bit of an idiot, but all things aside, so you hook it behind your ears, but I actually like to put it over my lips as well. And the way to almost make it work best is you have to massage it over your face. So that's clearly what I'm doing now. Yeah, I'm just massaging it to try and get it all to actually work and get all the good stuff. But for a dry sheet mask, it's really good. Now what I'm doing is obviously I'm just combing my fringe through, and I'm actually just going to be curling this because I like to keep this in a roller whilst I'm doing the rest of my hair. So I'm using the thickest curler tong I have because it's like one of the ones with replaceable heads, and this one's just from Mark Hill. It's the same one as when I did my curling my hair video. I'm then just going to brush it through and actually put it in a roller, and then I will carry on doing the rest of my hair. So yeah, I'm just clipping that up with one of the clips. These are like, I can't remember, I think they're the Beverley hair rollers. They're the heated ones, but I never really use them heated because I feel like they don't hold my hair. But yeah, now what I'm doing, I'm just partitioning my hair so that I can start curling it. Oh god, I look so funny with that mask on. Yeah, I'm just curling it, so I'm just brushing it through, and then I'm going to take like an inch section at a time, comb it through, and then curl the hair away from my face. And then something new I've been doing is I've been leaving out maybe an inch or 2 at the bottom, and this is going to make it much more of a wave rather than a curl. So yeah, that's one curl done, and then I don't know why, because I normally start from the back of my head because it's so much easier, but I don't know. But I'm just doing the same thing with another section of hair, leaving out an inch or 2, as you can see, looking at the camera, thinking how stupid I look. But then I just carry on doing this around the rest of my head. So going around all of my hair, doing the exact same thing, taking a section, combing it through, and then leaving out that inch and a half at the end. I'm now taking the next section, just do the exact same. Oh, got the hairband stuck. Just do the exact same thing. So I have only split my hair into like 2 sections minus my fringe because I don't do tight curls, so I don't need to partition it too much. But yeah, just leaving it out. I keep looking at the camera, thinking how stupid I look. But yeah, just doing this around the whole of my head, all the way around. Same thing, same thing. I'm now just going to clip my hair back, now it's all curled, so that I can do my makeup. So I always do my hair first. I feel like I know it's done. So I'm taking off the mask, and you can see like my skin just looks glowy and clear. I do like doing a mask before my makeup, and you see I'm putting it back in the packet because you can reuse it. So for moisturiser, I'm using the Embryolisse. I'll link it down below, but it's basically like an all-in-one. It's a primer, it's a moisturiser. You can also use it as a mask, moisturising mask. But yeah, I'm just putting that all over my skin. I'm then going to put on this Pixie Beauty plumping lip gloss. I love to put on either a lip balm or a lip gloss before I do like a plumping one, just because then I feel like when I get round to my lipstick, my lips are going to be nice and plump. So as usual, starting off, I am doing my eyebrows. I'm using the Benefit Micro Brow Pencil, and I'm just starting by underlining my eyebrows and then going ahead and filling it in around the top. I always make sure that I comb them through a lot to try and keep them as fluffy and almost natural looking as possible. I'm then using the NYX brow gel. This is my favourite brow gel. I used to love the Anastasia one, then I came across this and I literally just love it. Then using the plouise base. I think this is in rumour 2. And just carving out my brows with this, and then I'm also going to use it to prime the eyelids. So I was very skeptical, is that the word, about this product, because I just didn't like the idea of not setting it down. But oh my god, it is a game changer. If you haven't got it, you need to go and get it. But as you can see, I'm then using like a bigger, fluffier brush to go over the whole lid. Yeah, but it's like self-drying. It just sets itself. It makes your eyeshadow so much more pigmented. So the palette I'm using is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and I'm taking this shade, again, I'm not sure what it's called, can link it down below. But I'm starting off with like I'd say it's like a medium brown. It's not light, it's not dark, and I'm putting this with quite a precise brush through the crease, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lighter colour and blend that all out. So yeah, taking this Unicorn Cosmetics brush and Burnt Orange, I have used that shade so much. This palette is the palette I use the most. I use it on my clients all the time. But yeah, so then I'm taking that all around the outside and blending it all out. What I find this does is when you put that crease colour down first, it keeps it there, because I find that when you put a lighter colour down and then a darker one, it can sometimes make it less pigmented, kind of fade it out a bit, but this keeps it still quite not dense, what's the word, like quite clear. I'm then taking some more of that Plouise base and almost doing like half a cut crease, but I'm keeping it very, very soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cut crease with the base, but then I'm actually going to blend it all out so that it's not like, you can see I'm taking the fluffy end of that brush and I'm blending it out so that it's not like a sharp cut crease. It just adds a bit of light to the inner corner. And I'm taking that Burnt Orange and the Unicorn Cosmetics brush and blending it all in together. By the way, if my face looks red, it's because I'm having microdermabrasion at the moment to try and get rid of my acne scars. So I'm then taking, it's the lightest shade from the Soft Glam palette. It's like that lighty, it's like lighty pink, a bit of shimmer, and I'm just putting that over where I did the half cut crease. And then blending that all out with a fluffy brush again. That's the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that comes with the Soft Glam palette. But yeah, it's quite a natural look today. It's nothing too, not natural, but nothing, I'd say it's like a soft glam, which is hence why I use the Soft Glam palette. Me just checking it looks okay. And then I'm taking that same mix of the shade I put in the crease and the darker shade, I think it's called like Cimbria or something, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner. So first of all, packing it on both eyes, and then I actually brush off most of the product that's on the brush, tap off most of the product that's on the brush, and blend it all out. The main focus of this is I wanted everything to be blended. I didn't want any harsh lines, nothing like that. I wanted it all to be really nice, soft, blended, and wearable for most people, because obviously the thing is I was going to a benefit event, and so I didn't want anything too like too harsh or too much, because the more delicate you do the look, the more likely it is to go wrong. But then something I always do is I'm taking that I need to check what it's called, but that shade, and actually doing eyeliner. I only really ever do eyeliner with eyeshadow now, because I just feel like it's so much easier to get a shape, and it also looks so much softer and a bit smoky, but I prefer it so much, especially with a look like this where I am trying to keep everything soft. But I actually want to invest in the Benefit roller liner in the brown. But as you can see, I'm just curling my lashes. I always do this if I'm wearing fake eyelashes, if not. And I'm using my favourite mascara, which is the Benefit Roller Lash. I literally love it so much. Like, I always try a different mascara and always go back to that. Then I'm just cleaning up under my eye with a cotton pad and using that to sharpen the eyeliner. Then, going in with the Dermalogica. It's like the Skin Perfecting Primer. It's a little bit like the Benefit Professional, I think. That's how I would describe it. It just smooths out the skin. Oh, my face does look red, doesn't it? Anyway, using the Max Fit Plus to prime the rest of my skin. So I'm going to be mixing my foundations using the Too Faced Born This Way and the new NYX, what is it, like the Control Why have all these names gone out of my head? But yeah, I'm using the Too Faced in Sand and the NYX in, I believe it's Natural. It was actually slightly too light for me. I probably could have got away with just using the Too Faced, but I'd always rather go slightly lighter. And also the Too Faced is more of a medium coverage, whereas the NYX is a full coverage. So I wanted to mix the two to almost get something not too thick, but something that's going to last and cover everything up. I'm also, as you can see, I'm using my beauty blender because I wanted something really blendable and nothing that's going to sit too heavy on the skin. Then sticking on my lashes, I believe these were the kaykaybeauty lashes. I can obviously check the style and link them down below. For concealer, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate. I always love the Conceal and Define. Then when they brought out the Conceal and Hydrate, I was obsessed. So yeah, using that in all the usual areas that you'd usually highlight. Then going in and obviously, I'm going around my eyebrows. So like blending in the foundation around my eyebrows, because otherwise I feel like I get that white line all around my brows. But blending that all in with a Morphe fluffy brush. It's like the same one I use to prime my eyelashes. Eyelashes? Why would I be... God's sake, I'm getting distracted. To prime my eyelids. There we go. So, using that, and what I'll do is I'll go over with a brush because I feel like you don't lose too much product, and then go over with a beauty blender. Because sometimes I find that if you go straight in with a beauty blender, it removes a lot of the product. Look at me with my mouth open. I'm then going along and pinching my eyelashes to my strip lashes because I find that it helps them blend, and because sometimes you can, when you put false eyelashes on, they can almost be like a gap. And I'm also curling my fake eyelashes. I like to do this because I just really like a curly lash and I feel like it makes them look a lot better. I'm then taking the Makeup Forever black eye pencil and tightlining my eyes. This again is going to help the eyelashes blend in with your natural lashes. I'm also taking a little bit of eyeshadow and blending that into the inner corner, and also going over the lashes where I had all the eyeshadow eyeliner, because otherwise you can see where the eyelashes are, you can see the glue. So I'm just making sure that everything's all blended. Then taking my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is my favourite. I don't use anything else, and I'm blending that all in with the beauty blender. I like using the beauty blender for powder under my eyes because it just soaks up a lot of the product, so it's nothing too heavy. But yeah, I literally love that powder. Never use anything else for a good like 3 years now. And I'm then just gonna use the same powder but a bigger, fluffier brush and set in the rest of my face. I'm then using the Makeup Revolution contour and highlight palette, and I'm going to be mixing both of the contour shades using this Tarte brush. It's really, really good for contouring. As you can see, like, it really helps get into your crevices. But this contour palette is actually really nice especially for a drugstore one. I think I actually got it when Superdrug were doing a deal that if you bought like 4 products or spent over £12 or something, you got it free, and it's actually really nice. But yeah, so just doing my cheeks, forehead and jaw, because obviously I have used a bit of a lighter foundation, so I need to try and now match that to my neck. I'm also taking a more defined brush. This one's from Sigma, I'm making up my own brand here, from Sigma, and contouring my nose. I never really used to contour my nose that much, and then suddenly I just became like I love it now. I think it just ties in and balances everything together. So I'm going over quite sharp and quite bold with the contour powder, but then I do go over with my beauty blender, which obviously has a little bit of product left on it to blend it all out. And then going in with the Hoola bronzer, use this all the time, and it's actually the Benefit bronzer brush as well, and just bronzing up my face even more because I love being bronzed. Yeah, just making sure that I'm getting in my hairline, because obviously I've got the rollers and everything in. I'm then taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder again and carving out my cheekbones, because my cheekbones go quite low, but I want them to be a bit higher, so I do this to almost reshape them. So I go from the side of my mouth and do it upwards, and it just lifts them a little bit. But whilst that's baking, I'm going to use 2 shades from the palette and just do the eyeshadow for under my eyes. So keeping it quite soft because obviously the eyes aren't too much, and just going over with a tiny bit of mascara. I don't like too much mascara on my bottom lashes. Then going in with my blusher, so I think I used the MAC blusher, and then just wiping off the rest of the powder. Then going in with the Pixie Beauty highlight palette. I did a review on this on my channel, and I'm just taking that goldy shade. I've actually gone off highlight a little bit. I used to do it like all over, but now I just like to put a little bit on my cheekbones, because otherwise I just really like matte looks at the moment. Then taking this Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil in Iconic Nude. It's my favourite lip pencil. I only use really Charlotte Tilbury lip pencils now because I just find them amazing. So I do slightly overdraw my lips. So I'll overdraw them in the middle but keep the sides quite similar. So just using that. Oh no, this isn't in Iconic Nude. My mistake. I think I used the Pillow Talk. Yeah, I used the Pillow Talk ones, I believe. So just using that, and then going back over with the lip liner to blend it all out, and then going in with the HMB Cosmetics lip gloss. I think this is in Yes Girl. Then setting my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, of course, because that's all I ever use. Gonna take my I'm blending it all out with my beauty blender. I always do this because I feel like it blends everything together and pushes all the product into the skin, but I do it really lightly. Taking out my hair, going to sort out my fringe and partition it, but then that is going to be the final look. So thank you everyone for watching, and let me know what you think about the voiceover. So just remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video, and leave me a comment on what you want to see next. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Just brushing out my hair, finishing off the look, and that is the final look. Thank you for watching.